Hey guys, welcome to episode number 502. Today is Monday, so it's Update Monday, and I thought it was high time to revisit the Aquaponics barrel system, the 55-gallon chop and flip system. As you guys may recall, I set this up earlier this year with a solar panel and a dry box with a battery, feeding a pump, a DC pump, which is pumping water up into these flood and drain barrels. Now, they've been in operation all spring into the summer, and finally we've had some growth on both the lettuce and also on the basil. And I must say, it's looking like pretty good stuff. I wasn't sure if it was going to make it. There was a period of time where the water had failed because the pump had failed, and we can actually see some of the lettuce from back then is still hasn't really taken off, and I think it got burnt out in the sun. We had a couple of really hot weeks, but now we're sort of back to nice sunny days and cool nights, which I think the plants are really enjoying, and I think it shows. Now, the one odd thing about this is because I just scattered the seeds in both of these containers, they've sort of grown in these little clumps, which is kind of odd, but we got 2 clumps here, and then basically like 2 or 3 little clumps here. And obviously that's not ideal. Like, this lettuce is sort of choking itself out, and you know, there's going to be some that are going to make it, and there are some that are probably going to die back, or you know, we can harvest them early, or every once in a while I come out here and I just pick a leaf off and eat it. But lesson learned, if I do this again, I would probably start these and then plant them using a little piece of rock wool or something like that, and try to evenly space them. But again, this was just sort of like a test bed for this off-grid system. I wasn't really in it to maximize my yield. I just wanted to see what would grow, and happy to say that we do have some nice growth. Now, I'm not going to win any awards with this aquaponics system, and I'm certainly not going to feed the entire family with the yield from this aquaponics system. But the important thing to note is, other than the fish food that I'm using to feed the goldfish that are down below, there's really no other cost input to this system. I haven't done a water change at all. It's basically just been rainwater that falls in the top, and then some of the water on the bottom sort of spills out. And we've had enough rain and enough rainwater that I haven't needed to change any water in the system at all. And the fish seem perfectly happy and healthy. The plants seem perfectly happy and healthy. So pretty excited about that. Really excited about not using any electricity because the solar panel is doing its job. And again, like I've said in the past, the only thing I would change about this system is next year I'll probably add a second battery, which will allow the pump to go 24 hours a day without stopping, even if we get a cloudy day in between some of the sunny days. So obviously the key to the flood and drain system is to keep the water flowing, and as long as we keep getting sunny days, that will happen. The bell siphons have been working phenomenally. I did a video on how to construct these, and if you haven't seen the Web for Deb better bell siphon video, go check that out, because that's what I based these off of, and they're working great. Haven't had any complaints. They haven't stopped. They've been working just fine this whole time. And as we can see down here, we can finally see into the bottom portion. This was green water before, but we've just finally been able to clear up the water to the point where you can actually see the goldfish down here. And these are nothing special. These are just Petco feeder goldfish that I put down here just to test these out, to get the aquaponics system running, and they've been loving it. I think the water warms up a little bit during the day, it cools off a little bit during the night, and it's perfect for these goldfish. So they've been growing, they look happy and healthy, and the whole system is doing great. So I'm really excited about this system. Really proud about putting this together. I think more people should experiment with things like this because it just goes to show you that, you know, with a little time and effort and ingenuity, you can create something which creates, you know, produce for little to no money once you've set the system up. So what I might be doing eventually is scaling the system up. I've been thinking about replacing the 55-gallon chop and flip barrels with 300-gallon IBC totes, and that would allow me to get quite a bit more square footage of planting area out of a system like this. The only downside is they're a little bit expensive. You know, they're a little unwieldy, and they do require quite a bit of space to set up. So I'm not ready to make that kind of commitment yet, but I can definitely see a system like that in the future, maybe with multiple solar panels and multiple IBC totes would be a really cool next step. Obviously, if I'm going to invest in something like that, a greenhouse of some sort may also be in the works. But for now, I'm happy with this little outdoor backyard experiment, and I can't wait to actually harvest some of the greens from this and make a little tiny salad, because it'll taste great. It'll taste like accomplishment. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the little update here, and I'll see you guys later.